At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Welcome in here, everybody, to the Kaw Valley State Bank pregame show here on Eudora Sports Live. Kaw Valley State Bank provides the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking service possible. Proud to cheer on the Cardinals and serve the Eudora community. Learn more at KawValleyStateBank.com. It's going to be Reed McAvoy and Kevin McAvoy here with you for the call, as the Eudora Cardinals will be taking on the Lansing Lions in just a few minutes. They're wrapping up the JV game here. That's what those 2 minutes left on the clock are, but we are probably about 17 minutes away from kickoff. Currently, the Cardinals trail 2-1 in this JV matchup. Looking at this game that we are about to be calling, the Eudora Cardinals will be coming off of a 3-1 win over Tonganoxie. But the last time that we saw them, we saw them lose 1-0 to Baldwin, and there was honestly not much cause for hope on offense. And there was some really good defense, but just nothing, no finishing product to go along with it. Since then, they have won 3 of the 4 games they've played, and they have scored 11 total goals over those games, averaging 2 3/4 goals per game. And when they score, they win. In the three wins, they have a minimum of 3 goals. Twice they've scored 4. In their 3 losses, they have been shut out. So they have never scored and also lost yet this season. Jayla Erpelding will be coming in off of a hat trick, her second already this season. She leads the team far and away with 6 goals. Shin Klobes has 2, and then Peterson, Kerr, and Brooks each have 1 goal apiece. Kerr's goal was a game winner in overtime versus the Piper Pirates. That was a an exciting game. They took a 2-0 lead and then went down 3-2, made it 3-3, got to overtime, and then Cambria Kerr got the game-winning goal in OT. Looking at the Lansing Lions, they come in on a 4-game losing streak, sitting at 1-5, and they have not scored in their last 4 games. Their one win, though, was an 8-0 win over Bonner Springs. They got a lot of goals in that one. And they also scored in their first game of the season, which was a 2-1 loss to Lewisburg. So they've scored 9 total goals this season. And their leading scorer is Hemker. That's Masaria Hemker, who has 4 goals. Those all came in that Bonner Springs game. So that is about it. Also, though, last year, Lansing had a pretty equally tough start to the season, yet beat the Eudora Cardinals 2-1, which the Cardinals also had a rough start to last season. It was looking sort of similar to what's happening here, except for they have turned a lot of good results so far to start here, as they now sit 3-3, and this JV game is about to wrap up. We'll go ahead and keep it, see if the Cardinals score a last-second goal, which they will not, so it ends 2-1. They will lose on the JV. And we will go to another break here on the Caw Valley State Bank pregame show. But you can keep it here on Eudora Sports Live, as kickoff will be coming up soon.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
All right, so now we are 13 minutes away from kickoff, as you can see on the screen there. And something else that you can see on your screen there is the starting lineup for this game here. And the Cardinals will be rocking with the same 4-3-3 formation that got them the win over Tonganoxie. No changes at all. And so that is Fager in goal, Elizabeth Fisher as the left center back, Kylie Music is the right center back, Cambria Kerr is playing left back, Harper Andrews is the right back, Jayla Erpelding is the left attacking mid, Peyton Chappelle is the right attacking mid, Lauren Grauberger is the central defensive midfielder. Caitlin Peterson is the main striker, which she's got a goal to her name this season. Jaden Brooks is on the left wing, and Shin Klobes with 2 goals is on the right wing. I did make a note. I wanted to highlight the position changes from the last game that we called to this one, because in that game, I mean, we said it already, but the Cardinals did not seem like they could even consider scoring. I mean, they had some really good defense all day long. But when they gave up the 1 goal in that game, it was too much for them to overcome as they got shut out in that game. So the position changes that we've seen is Chappelle has moved from the striker to that right attacking mid role. Cambria Kerr has moved from a attacking midfield to the left back spot, which we'll of course see her and everybody play all around the field. I mean, it's high school ball. These people are not locked into one position. But to see her go from an attacking position to a left back spot, I'm sure that would mean that she'll be a wing back, which means she'll get up into the attack on offense. But they are asking for her to play some good defense, which we saw that she has a very tenacious style of play. Grauberger has moved from center back to central defensive midfielder, which I like that because we saw Grauberger get forward a lot. I seem to recall she had one big chance that she ended up missing, but that's going to happen. You can't punish a player for finding themselves in a good spot. You just hope they'll do better with it next time. And if she's going to be wanting to push down the field, then why not put her in a position that gives her the freedom to do that without putting the team in a bad spot defensively, so moving her up to CDM. Meanwhile, Fisher has moved from CDM back into the center back spot. She actually has gone to the left center back spot and allowed Kylie Music to go from the left center back to right center back. So Fisher and Grauberger switched places. And then Peterson, who was not in that starting lineup against Baldwin, and she is now the main starting striker of this team and has a goal to her name to show for it. So those are the changes that Coach Erpelding has made. And, you know, hopefully we'll get to see how. But those are the changes that have led to the Cardinals being able to score a lot of goals in the game since we last saw them. And I am excited to hopefully get to see some more goals from them today, as they will be rocking with the formation that got them 3 against Tonganoxie. So that is your starting lineup, which is brought to you by the Eudora Community Library. The Eudora Community Library is proud to support the Eudora Cardinals by providing exceptional community events for children and families through excellence, inclusion, persistence, and collaboration. Go Cardinals! The library is cheering you on. We will go to another break here on the pregame show as we get closer to kickoff.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cards!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what
What will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer? The Drug Facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the Drug Facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/Drug Facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
State coordinates of New Lansing.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What do I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jean's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Dogs!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com. High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Gene's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516. The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com. Are you looking for a trusted partner in pet care? Look no further than Eudora Animal Hospital, proudly serving Eudora and the surrounding area since 1975. Eudora Animal Hospital offers a wide range of services, including wellness exams, surgeries, routine vaccinations, and emergency care.
Hi guys, just wanted to say thank you from Eudora Animal Hospital for all your support and go Cardinals!
Schedule an appointment by calling 785-542-3265 or visit eudoravet.com.
Save the Children believes childhood without food is unimaginable. Yet around the world, children are suffering from the worst famine in our lifetime, coupled with conflict, poverty, climate change, and more. Join Save the Children and get fed up. Fed up with the lack of progress. Fed up with the injustice. Learn how you can get involved in the fight against childhood hunger at savethechildren.org/getfedup.
I'm fed up. We're fed up. We're fed up!
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply.
back here on Eudora Sports Live as they are running us through the starting lineups, but I already gave those to you. So I'll go ahead and run you quickly through the starters for the visiting team. It's going to be J.C. Burris, Melanie Sturmer, Kylene Hensley, Sophia Bonowitz, Adita Garza, Emma Williams, Makaria Hemker, Reese Oftenberg, Josie Denny, and Riley Frederick. And then Anya Anderson will be their goalie. As we get the starting 11 out there on the field for your Cards. We are closing in on opening kickoff, which will be brought to you by Pyramid Place Early Education Center. Kick off your child's educational success by enrolling them at Pyramid Place. They're your place in Eudora for quality preschool education, childcare, and after-school programs. To learn more, visit them on their Facebook page or call 785-542-1296. And now they're going to play the national anthem, so we'll show that for you, although it might be tough for you to hear. So now getting set for the game. Lansing on this 4-game losing streak. They average 2.5 goals conceded per game and have yet to score since that 8-0 win over Bonner Springs. Meanwhile, the Cardinals seem like they can't stop scoring at the minute. But they have to score in order to win, as I mentioned. They have only won the games in which they have scored and only lost the games in which they have not. They have yet to lose 2-1 or something like that. It's all or nothing, it would seem, for these Cardinals. I'll be interested to see what the Lansing formation is when they come out onto the field, how they are going to match up against this 4-3-3.
Well, and frankly, at this age group, the goalie is one of the toughest positions. It's where you have long stretches of boredom punctuated by moments of insanity that if you are on your toes, it can affect the game. But if you're not having a great day, the other team can just have their way with you sometimes.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle between sophomore Abby Fager for the Cardinals and junior Anya Anderson on the Lansing side of things as they get set here, and we'll get to see what their formation looks like.
Looks like Lansing will be doing the kickoff.
So I'm seeing 3 forwards. Looks like interesting. Looks like a 3-4-3. That might be more of a 5-1-3 effectively. And you could say that it's an appropriate encore on the day of the 2024 eclipse for the 2024 Eudora Cardinals to be attempting to eclipse a 500 record for what would be the first time since 2021. And I like to how the eclipse captured our attention into watching something together. We appreciate that this game has captured your attention into watching together with us here on Eudora Sports Live as we are now underway with this game. And it does look like, actually there's 4 defenders for Lansing, so a 4-2-3-1 formation is how they are going to match up here. So not a lot forward in terms of attackers. And this could be an early chance to Peterson. She's going to try to get that one out to Clobes, and she keeps it in. Sent that back to Andrews. And defended nicely by the Lions. Now Erpelding, and she's manages to steal that one away. Her team leading 6 goals. Peterson couldn't control that pass to her. And trying to work down the right wing, but Cambria Kerr will shut that one down. And she opts to turn with it herself and finds her attacking teammate of Brooks. Nice 1-2 there. Gets Brooks into some space. Can she try to find Peterson? No, she's going to go herself. A good battle there. I think that was out off of Brooks. No, they say off of the Lions defender. So a Cardinals throw in.
Okay, she was using that football sideline as a running track.
Yeah, that was a really nice how that 1-2 developed into so much space for Brooks, and she was not afraid to run into it despite the pressure. And now here's Erpelding. And she's going to look to shoot here early on. Not a bad idea, but goes out for a goal kick.
Trying to keep the goalie, find the goalie sleeping back there.
You know what, though? That's how you score goals, is by shooting. And, you know, I've said it times, but against Baldwin, they just never looked like they were really going to score. But they have scored a lot of goals since. Testing the goalkeeper is a great way to score goals, and it's also just a good way to start the game and, you know, keep them honest. Check in and say, how good are you really? Here's a chance for Brooks to send it across, but she won't be able to catch up to that one. And actually, we've got a free kick. Oh, it seems that Brooks was offsides. That's why she didn't finish chasing that one down. So free kick is sent downfield, but it was intercepted by Chappelle. Then an outside of the foot pass by Erpelding didn't find its target in Brooks. There's Grauberger, but she couldn't control it. And then Kerr slips. That'll go out for a Lions throw. Kerr comes up a little ginger. Seems like she'll be happy to play on, though. And that one actually could have stayed in. Instead, it's out off Chappelle. Kerr maybe should have kept that one in, but she seemed to think that it was off of a Lions player. Now it's a Lions throw. Nice play there by Fisher. And now Peterson, and not enough strength on that pass for Brooks.
Love to see them change fields here. You have so much of the Lansing team crowded on this side. If you cross the ball quickly, you could catch them off guard a bit.
Andrews gets to that one. Yeah, they could definitely try to work down that right side with Klobes over there at the right wing, the second leading goal scorer. She's got a couple this season. But Brooks has shown some really good promise down the left side as well. And Kerr, Erpelding, and Brooks is a really strong left side for the Cardinals. So you can't blame them for trying to operate down that part of the field. Now here is close. And her pass for Chappelle. Chappelle couldn't control it. And a handball is going to be called here. You could tell by the way that the Cardinals defender reacted. She felt that she had handled it. Just took a second for the referees to make the call. So now a free kick in a decent spot for the visitors. And that one hit the shoulder of Hemker, their leading goal scorer. And now here she is. And she is going to have the ball taken away from her by Brooks, who's going to look to run down the left wing. And she seemed to not believe in that touch she took, although I think it was a nice job to get past her defender. And now here's Hemker once again. Cleared away by Music. Peterson trying to get onto that ball, but she will not be able to catch up. Maybe Brooks can, though. And just enough done by the defender there to avoid any trouble. Grauberger finds Klobes. Then goes back to Andrews, her right-sided teammate. And Kylie Music gets it away.
Reed, one thing you may have noticed on that set piece that Lansing had, they did not commit numbers forward, while Eudora did have a significant development on defense. They may not have the confidence in their attack.
And meanwhile, though, the Cardinals definitely do have some good numbers forward. Having 3 forward players can result in a lot of good chances just by the sake of sheer numbers. Whereas there's only one true attacker in this Lions formation, though they do have 3 people that are sort of in a midfield attacking role. So it's not that they're leaving the striker out on an island, but it's not quite the same as having 2 wingers right there with your striker. It's such a different thing, though, the high school game where you go to overtime. There's not really the same thing of trying to come away with a tie that there is in the pros, where if you come up against an opponent in which you're overmatched. Here's a corner for the Cardinals, and it's going to be cleared away nicely, but it'll find Fisher. She goes for the long ball, but didn't really connect with it well. Then Chappelle got a foot on it. Could still fall for the Cardinals, maybe. But yeah, there's just not the same style of sitting back and trying to get that tie, because a tie doesn't really mean anything. And if you're going to get a tie, you're going to have to survive 2 full halves plus overtime, and you won't even really come away with anything to show for it because there's no table, there's no 1 point for a tie, 3 for a win. So it's a very different game when you're really likely to have a winner rather than having any prize for coming away with a stalemate. Here is Klobes, and she's going to send in a cross, and it was near Erpelding, but gathered nicely by Anderson. Good awareness by the year number 11, who's wearing number 11. And here's Andrews. Can she keep it in? She can, and it's in the area of Peterson. She's going to get a foot to it, but won't be able to keep control of it. Now this one sent for Hemker, but cleared away by Fisher. Erpelding with the captain's armband.
Oh, nice ball.
Had a nice idea for Klobes, but she was flagged offside there. But a really good idea. The type of thing where you say maybe next time. Klobes was just hanging out offside. Erpelding did a really nice job when she got that ball to look around, survey her options, not rush for anything. And I think she made a really good decision. Just on Klobes next time to make sure she's in line with the defense. And Fisher got in front of that ball, but then swung and missed. But Cambria Kerr is going to clean up for her, maybe, as Hemker gives her a good battle, so Kerr just clears. And that will be a Cardinals throw in. Brooks is going to take it quickly. Erpelding misses, but then recovers. And she is fought off it well by her opposing number 4. That's Riley Frederick. The nice, strong defensive play. Yeah. Hemker finds Denny, and Denny with the long ball. And Fager is going to come and grab that one. Good job controlling her half of the field by Fager. But then her clearance doesn't get very far, so now Lansing back in control of the ball, but not for long, as now Erpelding has it. And a ball for Brooks. It might be a little bit overcooked, but it's put out for a Cardinal throw-in. Brooks throws it down the line, too far away from Erpelding, and then nice job by the Lions player to put it out off of Erpelding and earn her team a throw. Kerr heads that one for Erpelding, who heads it to Brooks. Going down that left wing once again, and that could be a corner. Indeed, it is. First corner we've seen so far today goes to the Cardinals. will be Jayla Erpelding, the senior, to take.
I'd like to see a player on the top of the D here for her.
And it was going towards Grauberger, who was making a late run into the area, but she was not able to get anything on it. Or maybe got a shoulder on it, as it's going to be a goal kick. Nothing actually on target, though, for the Cardinals. There were a lot of Cardinals in the box, yet there were still significantly more white shirts in there. Just another example of the defensive style of play that Lansing has come in here to come in playing. Fisher's going to send this one into a good area. Peterson tries to get it towards Brooks, and now it falls back to her, but her touch a little too strong. Kerr makes a great play. And it's going to take a shot here is Chappelle. Second
Would
shot.
love to have seen one more pass there to one of her attackers.
Second shot of the game for the Cards. First on target, though. Chappelle, as I mentioned in pregame, was they were trying to play her at striker earlier this season and have now let her drop into an attacking midfield role. So they still believe in her attacking abilities. And now Shin Klobes is going to win a corner on the right side. So another attempt for the Cardinals. I would tell you to keep an eye on number 5, Grauberger. She's also got a captain's armband on her right arm. As we saw, she made a late run into the box. Go a little bit lower. The scoreboard's in the way. And here is the ball in from Kerr, and I think that's in. No, it is not. Off the gloves of the goalie. I thought that might have been an own goal. The corner for Cambria. But it was right in front of the front post. So in the end, it is good goalkeeping by Anderson, but there's going to be another attempt for the Cardinals. This time they take it short, and the ball to Kerr is equally short. And now a counterattack opportunity, and it is cut out crucially by Fisher. Really important intervention there. And now Brooks will have a chance at goal. Will she shoot? Will she pass? Not quite sure, but she sent the ball towards the goalkeeper, Anya Anderson, who gathers. A nice run of play, though, for the Cardinals as they look to break the deadlock. Nice idea for the Lions, but the winger over there couldn't catch up to it.
I think for a left winger, you'd hope that Brooks would have a little more strength with her left leg.
Yeah, she could have cut in and shot, though, too. I thought it was a good spot to take a shot from. And now maybe a good spot for a cross. And finds its way back to Shin Klobes. What will she do with it? Comes back to her off the deflection. So now she goes to the corner, maybe looking for a cross, but she gets it taken away from her. But it went out for another corner. Credit another corner won by Shin Klobes. Bria Kerr taking the corner.
And let's decide that they've been dangerous for in the first attempt. Let's see if they can replicate that.
Yeah, already the third corner from the right side, 4th total for the Cards. Looks like there was just a switch for Lansing. Looks like the player coming off might even be a little bit injured. There's 5 subs ready for the Cardinals, but they won't come before the corner. And that corner could have merely been what they call an Olympico, which is when you score straight from the corner kick. Cambria Kerr definitely looking threatening from that far side. I think if the Cardinals continue to win corner kicks on the right side of the field, it could definitely be a way for them to find their first goal in this game. And now we will see the 5 substitutions come in. We got 2, 3, 12, 15, 34. Brett Hayden, Addison Metcalf, Evelyn Steele, Madison Woodruff, and Cameron McCormick coming in. Grauberger, Brooks, Klobes, Harper Andrews, and we got one more. Caitlin Peterson coming off. So that was striker, right wing, left wing, right back coming off. One more in there as well. Chappelle, who was the right attacking mid. So there will be some moving around now, no doubt. And Fisher gets in the way once again. She's been doing a very nice job on that right cornerback, center back spot. Here's Chappelle. Now Hebker. Good movement by the Lions. Can they turn it into an attacking chance? Not before Music clears that one away. Looks like they've had Cambria Kerr push up more with the substitutions, as Addison Metcalf is now playing left back, and she shows why. She made a nice play there, and then a really good pass, honestly, to attempt to set up Emma Williams, but she was offsides. So despite Metcalf making a good step, she then lost it, and had that not been offside, it would have been a dangerous chance. Fager would have almost certainly been called upon to make a save. And now Cambria Kerr once again taking the free kick.
Is she the one whose brother was a kicker?
I was just going to say, alike to her brother, who is the place kicker. Seems that anytime there's a place kick opportunity in this game, they've had her take it as well. And Erpelding sends this one to Steele, and it will fall to Steele, and then that looked like it was off her hand, and indeed it was. So Evelyn Steele having a hard time controlling that one, though she was making progress with it down the field. And this one might come back to her. It did, but no teammate in the area where she kicked it towards. Now here's Kerr. Looks like Kerr has taken the CDM spot, central defensive mid, where Grauberger was before. And now a physical battle on that left side. Metcalf intercepts and Kerr clears to allow her team to reset. Kerr with a bit of a small hobble as well, and now she sort of hunches over. Definitely feeling something. Might have been stepped on.
Lansing subbed out one player, looks like.
We know how Kerr plays, though. She'll definitely want to push on. And this one sent towards the left side, headed down, and Fager is going to actually let that one go, so that'll be a corner kick. The header was by Woodruff. I don't think that Fager realized she could have gone down and picked that one up because it was a pass without feet. If your own teammate passes to you with your feet, you can't use your hand, but because that was a headed ball, she could have grabbed that one.
So Lansing has committed a few more players forward. Looks like they got about 7 in the box.
There's only 1-to-1 marking for the Cards. They're actually opting to not load up the box as much as they could defensively for the first corner from Lansing, and it's going to get into the goal. Lansing have scored here. Their first attacking chance of the game has been scored by Emma Williams. That is a heartbreaker for the Cardinals, as they have been pushing really hard here early on and have had some pretty solid setups. And despite their 2 shots, 1 on target, the first goal of the game comes by Lansing and comes from a corner kick, which also was where the Cardinals were making a lot of their good attacking movements. The Cardinals will now put Grauberger in for Chappelle before they take this kickoff. That is definitely a big blow for the Cardinals. First goal in 5 games for the Lansing Lions has them out on top. So the Cardinals will still go without a clean sheet this season. Hadn't kept one yet and won't keep one today. And
I think you noted earlier, Reed, that does not preclude them from the win.
Right.
In all their victories, they've also allowed at least 1 goal.
Yep. We've had multiple 4-3 wins and then a 3-1 win most recently. But that is definitely not a great start, though. the Cardinals have had a really good start on offense. So that even though that is definitely, upsetting and cause for concern, that is absolutely not the end of this day. There's still 60 minutes left in this game for the Cardinals to find their equalizer and then, of course, try to take the lead as well. It was a really nice corner that got them this goal, maybe showing the Cardinals how it's done, and that'll be something that they'll hope to do, maybe to exactly replicate later on in this one. I'm sure they're a little stunned out there. Lansing had not had any other opportunities on offense. But the first chance they get turns into a goal. Grauberger's going to try to step on this one, and actually it was Woodruff who won the throw, and now will take it. And intercepted over there by the left back. Some nice 1-2 movement down the left line. There's some energy in this Lansing side. And, oh, wow, a crucial offside flag goes up there. Definitely was a close call. I thought that she had done enough to stay onside, and if she had, she might have been able to find their leading goal scorer, Hemker, and really dampened the mood for the Cardinals, but instead offside is called.
Timeout.
Referee is now walking over to the Lansing sideline.
I think the player may have been expressing her displeasure.
And there's a yellow card being shown to the bench. I think that is their coach that just picked that one up. It would be either Seth Hemker or Brad Alexander, unless it was one of the players. No, it was one of the players.
That's why he got the yellow. Oh, if he's getting a card, why would...
So one of the players has come off. And Claire Voderick will sub into the game. It seemed that yellow card was given to the coach, but Emma Williams has come off the field, which is what you must do if you are given a yellow card. Claire Voderick has a couple goals to her name. She scored in 2 different games. The only goal in their 2-1 Lewisburg loss, and then had 1 goal in their 8-0 win. Everybody else that has goals scored in that 8-0 win, save for Emma Williams' goal here today. 4 subs waiting for the Cardinals. Klobes, Chappelle, Brooks, and Peterson going back on. So that is the 3 attackers, striker, right wing, left wing, as well as an attacking midfielder. Cambria Kerr will come off, as well as McCormick, Evelyn Steele, and Brett Hayden. So undoing a lot of the changes that were previously made, and also taking Cambria Kerr off, who was still walking around with a bit of a limp. It's very small, but it is noticeable. Fisher is going to clear this one forward, as she's done all day. Peterson tries to control, and now is in a tough battle, and what's the call here? They say a foul against Peterson. It was a pretty even fight for a while, but I think right at the end there, Peterson might have pushed out more than was allowed by the referee. So it'll be a free kick to the Lions. So we've got 17 and a half left. Grauberger picks it off, but can only kick it as far as an opponent. Now a long clear, but no one in the area. Though the rebound falls to Klobes, who tried to play a first-time pass. A good idea, but Fisher once again in the way. If Cambria Kerr is to have to sit out more than Coach Erbelding would have wanted, that will definitely be a tough loss for the Cards. She's a really good player out there, whatever position they want to put her in. Nice header from Chappelle finds Peterson, who holds up play, and then her pass towards Klobes was inaccurate. A good idea, though, to hold up play. That's when the striker stays on top of the ball, make sure they don't get it taken away from them as they let their attacking teammates catch up with them so they can pass off and go and make a run towards goal. Woodruff is going to collect this one, throw it in quickly towards Klobes, who gets a foot on it but couldn't actually take it away. All of a sudden, Lansing with a lot more attacking play, still not producing shots, but we really didn't see them in control of the ball in the Cardinals half much before the goal came. Here's Brooks. She had to go backwards towards Fisher, who then sends it up to Peterson, whose touch was too strong. Peterson's had a hard time cushioning the ball when it's sent up towards her. You would tend to want your striker to have good touch to be able to control those long balls like the ones that Fisher is sending forward. But the Cardinals certainly find themselves on the back foot here now, as they also find themselves trailing in the game. Fisher with another long clear. Doesn't seem to be much of a philosophy change for the Cardinals, though, which I don't think there needs to be, as it was their play was looking very positive. And it's tough to you look back at the play that led to the corner where Woodruff got the header on it, and I just don't know if Fager realized that she was okay to pick it up because it was within arm's reach, but she opted to let it go. So that corner kick would not even have happened had Fager picked that one up. Erpelding now is going to try to create something, but a nice tackle by Josie Denny, who's been very involved here so far. Chappelle finds Erpelding. Cambria Kerr is ready to check back into this ball game. That's good news. That'll be a Cardinals throw-in as it goes out off of Oftenberg. Kerr will come in as well as Harper Andrews, the two that started at the opposite fullback spots, the left and right back. Come in for Madison Woodruff and Caitlin Peterson. Interesting, taking off the striker as they sub in those two defenders. So now Chappelle will go into that striker role, and Cambria Kerr will take over left back while Metcalf will take over midfield while Metcalf still patrols the left back spot where Kerr began this game. Sent towards Chappelle, who got a touch on it, and it finds Klobes. Then Chappelle will take a shot. Not a bad idea. I was surprised that Klobes was onside there. Third shot for the Cards. They definitely seem to be operating under the idea of if you have the ball in front of goal inside the 20-yard line, go ahead and have at. Which if you do that all day long, a couple of them will hit the target, and when they do, it tends to be tough for the goalkeeper to handle. Kerr is going to get a foot on that one, but it'll go out for a throw to the visitors. We're about 3/4 through this first half, where the Cardinals surprisingly find themselves down. But the energy has not gone down for the Cardinals. Still have a lot of belief on offense, which is very good to see. Can Fisher win this one? She was given a tough race by Hepker, and Fisher just will concede the corner to make sure nothing happens from Hepker's attacking efforts. Second corner for the Cardinals, against the Cardinals. The previous one resulted in our goal. It's going to be taken by Denny, the junior midfielder. Also has the captain's armband on her right arm. She sends this one in. It's a good ball, and it finds an attacker for Lansing, but Fager right in the spot to collect that one up. That one, man, I mean, that's a free opportunity off of the corner. It's just, you just don't want to be conceding that defensively. So 2 corners for Lansing, and both of their shots have come from that and nothing else. Seems that corner kicks might be the story of this game. It's thrown towards Chappelle. She's going to get a foot on it and win a throw in. going to be taken by Andrews. Back towards Chappelle, and another throw on that far side. Chappelle might look to send in a cross. She cuts back.
Defender playing really strong blocking maneuvers there.
And some nice movements as well by Chappelle. So a fourth consecutive throw in just about the same spot. Might Chappelle be able to turn it into a corner? No, instead she finds Klobes, and Klobes splits the uprights. A fourth shot for the Cardinals. Still only the one on target, and nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
You might imagine that doing something 4 times and not seeing a whole lot of success, you might all switch things up, but they were pretty content with that play.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think we're getting a glimpse into how the Cardinals have scored their goals, which is just shooting. It can be a tough thing to get your players to actually just shoot. Sometimes the players feel like they need to have the perfect chance, like they need to be literally looking at a wide open goal with nobody in between. But sometimes if you just test the goalkeeper over and over, something will slip up, or it'll take a deflection, or just something will happen that makes it go in, or maybe even you hit a perfect shot, something that goes into a far corner where the goalie never would even have a chance. So you're right that it hasn't come particularly close. The only shot on target was right down the middle, right for the keeper to easily save. But I think that it's good to see them trying. And assuming that that's how they found their goals before, I don't think that Coach Erpelding will be looking to make any changes. Here's Grauberger. And she got just enough on that to get it towards Klobes. Klobes has Andrews with her, and she will nearly find her. It'll be a Cardinals throw-in.
Interesting read. Sometimes in football, you might see a team run parallel wideouts. I'd love to see that here for the Cardinals offense. If they could run a couple of their offensive strikers in parallel upfield simultaneously, harder for the defense to cover all those options.
Here's Kerr to take a free kick quickly. Don't think it was a shot, but it ended up sort of around that area. I liked that setup, though, as she was right there. The one that you would pick to take it even if you had all the time in the world to set it up. So she went ahead and took it quickly. I think the Cardinals are having a lot of good ideas on offense, that if they keep operating how they are, that something will come off for them. It is different, though, now that they need 2 goals in this game rather than just 1. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, but there's a lot of time left in this one. Kerr has definitely moved into that right attacking mid spot as the ball will come to her, but a handball called against her. So the midfield now is made up of Erpelding on the left attacking side, Kerr on the right attacking side, and Grauberger at that CDM spot. And a long shot taken by Hemker right into the waiting arms of Fager. First shot not from a corner kick by the Lions. And it's sort of that same idea that the Cardinals have been operating with. The long shot, make the goalkeeper prove it. As Fager will come and collect this one. 7 minutes left for the Cardinals to try to equalize before the halftime break. Here's Brooks. Brooks affected the start of this game really well, but has sort of gone quiet as of late.
There's actually a better distribution from the keeper, too.
There's going to be a substitution. Brett Hayden coming in for Metcalf. So how will that switch up things? Will that mean Kerr goes back to her original left back spot? Or maybe someone different? And actually, we've got another sub as Klobes just came off. I didn't catch who came on. I didn't see there was another sub going on that side. Here's a great chance for Erpelding. And her cross too close to the goalkeeper. But some nice movement there by the midfielder. Here's Grauberger. And now Andrews. Erpelding stays in control. Then too much power on that one that was searching for Hayden. There's really nice weight on the pass for the Lions, which is to say they're not putting it too far away from their teammates. But the back line for the Cardinals, especially Fisher, has been absolutely shut down. That's why the corner is the only way they can get through, because when on a corner kick, the defenders are already standing right in front of their goal. There's only so much they can do. Whereas when they're set up how Fisher has been, they can keep you way far away from their goal. Brooks chasing this one down. A lot of optimism for the left winger. That optimism will win the Cardinals a throw-in. Erpelding, and maybe a foul, no call. So then Erpelding comes back just as physical, and they let it go. So I guess that's the level they'll be playing if they want, them being the referees. Grauberger with a nice ball to Brooks. Brooks puts Erpelding into space. She wants to cut onto her right, but instead crosses with the left. And again, gathered by Anya Anderson, who has been able to gratefully gather a lot of the balls that are sent in around her area. Cardinals just need to operate further away from the keeper, as the defenders are not offering much contest in terms of getting in front of goal, but Anderson's not going to let anyone get close to her. Here's a chance for Brooks to send in a better cross. And instead it will be cleared away for Cardinals throw-in. 4 minutes left in this first half.
Love to see the Cards commit numbers forward here. We got 4 defenders dragging behind.
Just got to be careful, though, for any potential counters. If there weren't numbers back for something like that, could have been very costly. Stepped in front of by Andrews. And what's the call? She went out before she made that kick, so it'll be a throw into the Lions. They'll make a couple substitutions. Coming in is Emma Williams, the goal scorer, and Josie Denny. Couldn't tell. If a player got the yellow, it would have been Williams, but I believe it was shown to the coach. But there's potentially a player playing on a yellow card out there.
Popular opinion from the stands here was that she was wearing jewelry, and that is a violation for the team, not for the individual player, apparently.
So if that is to be the case, then Williams is operating on a clean slate, but her head coach, Seth Hemker, is not. Now a chance for the Lions in Cardinal territory. Music gets a head on it, but it will be another throw to the visitors. It seems that the chances in this game come from short build-up play. Even though the teams are, they're making good progress downfield, back and forth, it seems that it's tough to connect a few good passes together, as even that good pass towards Hemker didn't turn into a chance, but then she did nicely to win the throw-in. We'll go ahead and focus in on the play here for a second. But what I was saying is it seems like the corners and the deep throw-ins, the deep free kicks, it seems that is going to be how you're going to concede a goal today if that is to occur, because it seems to be tough for the teams to actually produce 60 or 70 yards of connected passes to then turn that into a shot.
And frankly, that's one of the hardest skills in soccer is the long game.
And with that, then the Cardinals will just have to be careful and cautious in their own area defensively. Don't want to commit any needless fouls or concede any needless corners as what led to the goal. This one might be a corner here. Indeed it is. I would not categorize that as needless, however.
Denny taking the corner.
See if they put a defender on that front post. It seemed to be an issue for the last one.
So both corners so far for the Lions have resulted in shots on target. Fager did a good job to save their previous attempt. How will the third chapter of this story go? Sent in by Denny, and that one's not where she wanted it. So Fisher can go ahead and clear. Actually, that was Erpelding. Erpelding cleared that one up towards Chappelle, who's back in that striker role.
Come on, big throw.
The fans urging their team on with 30 seconds left. Here's Chappelle in some space. She's got Erpelding in support as well as Brooks. And tackled nicely, but it still sent into the area towards Brooks. 15 seconds on the clock. Kerr again with the strong tackle. Now Grauberger. And her shot is applauded by the fans, and they appreciate the ambition and effort. So a fifth shot by the Cardinals, still only the one on target. And they will go to halftime trailing despite being pretty dominant in that first half on offense. When we're back, it'll be the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. Keep it here on Eudora Sports Live.
High quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jeans Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family owned, Jeans Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jeans friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Jeans Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community. With all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve, Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Welcome in here to the Jeans Heartland Foods halftime show. Jeans Heartland Foods is a convenient one-stop shop where you can find everything you need from everyday essentials to items from around the world. Jeans is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. See weekly specials and more at heartlandfoodstores.com. Cardinals.com. So boy, is that an interesting first half. The Cardinals certainly dominating the play. They're winning the shots battle 5-3. But currently, all 3 shots for Lansing have been on target, while the Cardinals have only had the 1 shot on target. The other ones have sort of been hopeful long-range shots, or in Shinklobe's case, it was just a tough volley, which is always going to be hard to keep down and on target.
Or a failed cross.
Yes. Yeah, and so the Cardinals find themselves trailing. We just went back during the break and watched that corner kick. And I think one on the where they conceded the corner, I was saying that I think Fager didn't realize she could pick it up. Actually, looking back on it, I think she thought it was off of the attacking team, not realizing that Woodruff had headed it back towards her, because when it goes out, she seems to indicate, she thought she had a goal kick. And then that corner, it was really a really nice finish by Emma Williams. She essentially chipped Fager right in front of her own net. And there was just not a lot of people back for the Cardinals. I don't think they necessarily were respecting the Lions' offense, because they hadn't shown any need to do that. But they could have put more people back in the box just to be safe. And then even the second one ended up on target. Fager did a good job to save that one. And then Hepker pulled a shot later on in the half that was also on target. And I think the Cardinals are a little lucky to not be 2 down, which is crazy to say, because they have had the not necessarily the better chances, the better play. They've had the better play. Wouldn't you say, Kevin?
I'd say the midfield possession game has generally been, the forward play has been in favor of the Cardinals. The finishing, the last 10 yards in front of the box, has been their weakness. And I'd love to see a halftime adjustment of more players forward, more forcefully. The Lansing defense has been very, very physical. Make the ref make the hard calls, give the free kicks, get the PK in the box, something like that. And I think that may be an opportunity to capitalize.
Yeah, and you say about the midfield play, but when it comes to connecting passes together, I think Lansing have actually done better of like 3 or 4 passes where they have like someone in a good spot and then another person in a good spot. They're playing the triangle type thing of a 1, 2, 3. Whereas the Cardinals seem to be more so relying on individuals, like it was either Brooks or it was Erpelding, and then maybe there's a last pass somewhere towards somebody, but a lot of times it's found the waiting arms of Anya Anderson, and that goes back to what I was saying of the shorter build-up play. Seems like that's going to be what the Cardinals will need, or what Lansing will need if they're to find a put-away goal, maybe a second in this game, and it's just because the midfields, it's really clogged up on both sides, and with these players are not they're not professionals, so that their passing isn't going to be perfect out there. And so I don't really see either of these teams scoring a Barcelona-esque goal. The tiki-taka is what they call it, where you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a final pass to score. Although of course that could happen, and I hope it does, because those goals are beautiful to watch. But it just seems like it's going to be a free kick, it's going to be a penalty kick or a corner that results in those goals. And so the Cardinals need to keep the ball in the opposing part of the field so that they can win those fouls and free kicks, and even force their opponent into a handball, whatever it takes. You just want to get those set piece plays, get Cambria Kerr likely standing over it with her left foot, and see what happens from there. As that seems to be the Cardinals' best way forward. Got anything to add before we go to the break?
That's exactly right.
All right, well, we will take another break here on the halftime show, as we are about 4 minutes away from second half kick.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
The smoothest, the creamiest, the most amazing ice cream you've ever had. That's what you'll find at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in historic downtown Eudora, Kansas. With over 100 mouthwatering Wisconsin-made ice cream flavors, including dairy-free and gluten-free options. The bakery is always serving up the most heavenly cookies, cakes, and so much more. Ask about Main Street's custom cakes for that special occasion. What are you waiting for? Come make the sweetest of memories at Main Street Scoops and Sweets in downtown Eudora, where it's always ice cream time.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time-tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
The MVPs of BBQ. That's Barbed Wire Barbecue in Eudora. Family owned and operated, Barbed Wire Barbecue delivers great food and small town hospitality at a valued price. High quality hickory smoked meats, house seasonings, and time-tested recipes put Barbed Wire Barbecue a cut above the rest. Kick off your weekend with their delicious brunch on Saturdays and Sundays and enjoy game day your way with Barbed Wire Game Day Packs. Visit them at 601 East 10th in Eudora or see their full lineup of flavors at barbedwirebarbecue.com.
All right, we are back here out of the halftime break. Shin Klobes stands over the ball as she prepares to get this second half underway, one where the Cardinals find themselves trailing, but where they have been very good so far on offense. They just need to finally get that final product. And if they score, the stats would tell you they'd go on to win. And here's an early chance for Brooks. She shoots, and a great save by Anderson. But an early shot for the Cardinals.
If that had been bobbled, there was a real chance for a follow-on.
Yeah, and it could have been a better shot from Brooks, but you really just want her hitting the target there, and that's exactly what she did. So, yeah, it's just a great save by Anderson. She's had a really good day in goal. Another chance for Brooks. Worth mentioning as well, they've got her playing down the right side now. She was at the left side to begin this game and really was there all of that entire first half. Will this go for a corner or a throw? It'll be a throw just at the last moment.
Sorry, I don't really have that in frame. Can't really get around the frame here of the window.
It's all right. Just catch it when it gets in. And a miss swing there by Harper Andrews. Looking at the formation, it looks like it's actually they might have made an adjustment. No, it's Harper Andrews just downfield here. Looks like the same 4-3-3. Andrews will be the right back in that formation. But there's definitely a lot of positional changes. Brooks being on the right side. Klobes is playing more up the middle. Cambria Kerr might be playing left wing. So some adjustments to be sure. So the formation and the philosophy seem to remain. And a corner for the Cardinals down this right side. I called it out earlier. This is exactly what you hope to get, to let Cambria Kerr's left foot send it in. And the Cardinals only 2 minutes into the second half, but they have had all of the run of play since kickoff. Can they capitalize from Cambria Kerr's corner? And Grauberger came in just at the last second, and it was just above her head. But a really good start to this second half for the Cardinals. Grauberger, those late runs into the box are always a really good idea because it means the defense will be will have to be running around, and now a corner the others on the other side. You know, when you stand stationary, you're just betting on your height to beat the other person, which Grauberger does have good height. But when you're also running into the box, you can find unoccupied space, catch some people off guard, maybe find them flat-footed, and also use your height to your advantage. And that's definitely what Grauberger is going for. Here's the corner. It's going to be in a good area. And it's Grauberger. And Grauberger's header is no good there. But again, really good start here. And man, those headers are so hard. That can look, you know, like, oh man, how did she miss that? But those are really tough to control, to go back against the way that it once came from. But it was a really good corner. I believe it was Erpelding that sent it in. And Grauberger did get on the end of it. I talked about really liking her being as a CDM, center defensive mid, so that she can get into an attacking area. Here's Klobes, who's coming down the left side. So interestingly, those wingers are occupying in the same actual side of the field. Chappelle gets the shot, but it is blocked. That Klobes was in that far side of the field, which once was the right wing, now is the left wing. And that was Erpelding who got the last touch, so it'll go out for a corner. Or a goal kick, excuse me. And another shot. That one by Cambria Kerr. 9th shot of the game for the Cardinals, only the 3rd on target. They finally matched the on-target total of their opponents. Lansing has a 100% record. Their 3 shots have all been on target.
Reed, if you're here for Cambria's senior year and she goes off, can you please call it the Cambrian age?
Sure. Sounds like a plan. She definitely will be a really good player for this team going forward. Here's Erpelding, the senior, the Newman University commit, and she's find herself some space on the right wing. She's got 2 teammates in the middle, and nicely cleared there before it could get to Brooks, but it'll still bounce around, and it'll find its way back to Erpelding. She's going to get to send it in again. And this time around, Brooks and Klobes. Back to Brooks, back to Klobes. And Klobes over the head effort. No good there.
If she had committed to the bicycle, maybe she could have had enough to force to drive it in.
I'm going to count that as the Cardinals' 10th shot of the game. Coach Erpelding calls out, you got to bring that one down rather than try to hit it in the air.
Speaking to one of the defensive players?
Might be, yeah. But there was Erpelding's announcement there got a laugh out of the crowd, saying you got to bring that one down rather than try to hit it in the air where it is. Brooks. And then, that one hit the head of a player there. And actually, offside is going to be called against Brooks. That was Kylene Hensley that took that one to the head off of the foot of Harper Andrews.
It only has to touch the opposing team to not be offside.
The reason that one's offside is because It was not an intentional play by the defender. Had it been intentionally played where it went, then you cannot be offsides on that, but just a deflection is what that amounted to. So Brooks was able to be offsides, and indeed was, and now some attacking play for the Lions. And Andrews does a nice job to get there before Hensley could. And that will go out for a Cardinal throw-in. Throw-ins are another part of the game where the Cardinals might be able to create some offensive chances. I think that they're a very underrated set-piece play. This one towards Brooks, but she won't be able to get there. Denny does a great job and shepherds it out of play beautifully. And this throw-in will get to Denny. And then the Cardinals give her a taste of her own medicine, shepherding that one out to win the throw. Set for Erpelding. Will she be able to get there? She won't. So goal kick. Some good attacking play from Lansing, though, just a moment ago. We really didn't see any of that for almost the first quarter of this game. But I think that goal has sort of brought them to life. Here's Hensley. And she couldn't actually get a touch on that one, but now gets it passed back to her. And then her pass inaccurate, so here's Chappelle. Kerr deflects that one. Can she turn it into a chance? Brooks is there too. And Brooks did get a foot on it, but it'll just go out for a goal kick. So good moments for the Cardinals, though. They just need to find those shots, find those passes in the final third. Anya Anderson has been up to every challenge so far in goal. But if the Cardinals keep testing her, they might find a way in. But a really nice move there by J.C. Burris has produced this chance. And they will win a throw. I loved that feint by Burris. And then she did a really nice job with the space. And as I said, with the connecting passes, they've had a really nice weight on their passes. Just putting it right where your teammate would want it to be. I think that it's been a lot of their touch letting them down. That means that they haven't actually produced any chances from open play. Erpelding will win a foul. She might have been looking for an advantage call there, but the free kick will produce a chance for Chappelle, and now Erpelding. And Erpelding tries to send Klobes through, but there's another example of a weighted pass, and that one with far too much weight put on it. A good idea by Erpelding, though, to take those chances as quickly as possible and before the defense has assumed formation. There's a battle on that far side between Metcalf and Hemker. Now Denny trying to find Hemker, but she's nowhere to be found, so Cardinals throw in. A chance for Brooks here, but Anya Anderson once again patrolling her goal very nicely. She looks to get out of here with a clean sheet and a victory, as they did against Bonner Springs. Here's Brooks. Tried to find Chappelle, but it was blocked nicely. But now Grauberger, who's gotten a little more forward in this moment. Now will take this throw. Sends it for Chappelle. Chappelle looks to Klobes. Wasn't far off. Not quite sure who's operating as the true striker right now for the Cardinals. Could be Klobes or Chappelle. They're just sort of occupying that middle forward part of the field in tandem. Anderson gathers again.
Right? Went off the Cardinals' leg.
Just as prolific as Fisher has been with her clearances in this game, Anderson has been in gathering balls that are in her box. And here is a chance for Fisher. Can she keep it in? She cannot.
Never been a fan of those twisting throw-ins.
I'm not sure they're exactly legal, but if the referees don't call it, but it doesn't matter, suppose. Grauberger. Seems like Erpelding is actually the true striker in this formation, so that's different as she had been playing in midfield all of this game. Seems it's Erpelding down the middle, Klobes on the left, Brooks on the right. Kerr, Chappelle, and Grauberger making up the midfield trio. Hemsley. And Chappelle puts that one out. Don't believe we've seen any changes yet in the second half. Cardinals sticking with how they began. Music finds Klobes, who tried to control that one, but didn't go as planned. Now Hemker. Won't get there, but it'll be... Oh, it's actually a Cardinals throw. So Metcalf to take. Kerr with the big touch there and then pushed to the ground, and a foul was called against her. Kerr looking to take this one quickly. She's actually looking to send it far downfield, so her teammates trying to catch up to her idea. But Denny intercepted. And then Fisher with another long clearance. Might Brooks be able to catch up to this one? It'll be cleared away. Cardinals trying to move quickly here. A bit of a sense of urgency as they need not just one, but 2 goals. Brooks. Erpelding looking for Chappelle. Anderson opts to not come out, but then does at the last second. Would have been a risky maneuver to not come out and gather and to allow Chappelle to shoot. Anderson finally realized she needed to be the one to intercept that pass and went out and gathered calmly. Here's Klobes. Preparing to come in is Caitlin Peterson. Started this game as the striker. How will her introduction to the game affect where players are playing out there? Fisher is going to get to this ball. Could have played it back for Fager, but will instead put herself in a spot where she had to put it out for a throw-in. And a late addition to the substitution, so not just Caitlin Peterson, but also Cameron McCormick. And 2 further coming in. Brett Hayden and Madison Woodruff. So Chappelle, Brooks, Klobes, and Metcalf come out. That's midfield, right wing, and left back coming out of the game. And a good tackle there by Kerr. Hayden appears to be taking over the right wing spot. And oh man, collision over there. What's the call? It turns into a corner kick. These have been dangerous so far in this game. While the substitutes are still finding their new positions on the field, Denny is going to be sending one into the mixer. Here is the corner. And hasn't found anybody yet, and it results in a shot cleared away, though. Kylie Music was the one that made the clear. The first shot off target for the visitors, and Fager comes and gathers that one.
Maybe I was talking to both of them. You just hot him. Oh, I feel great.
Peterson has taken over that striker spot, and Erpelding, she knows that she messed up that one by putting far too much on it, but it'll still result in a Cardinal throw-in.
Actually, tactically wasn't too bad because she put it so far to the side, the goalie couldn't come gather it up.
Just tough. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people on the same page right now as Kerr is going to send that one in. Probably was intended to be a cross. There are a lot of, again, individuals having good ideas, but not necessarily the team chemistry to result in really good chances on goal. One thing you can't say about the Cardinals, though, is they have not looked like they're going to score. They have certainly looked like they were going to score on a few occasions. And look at again here as this one's towards Peterson. And man, Anderson, again, great job to come out and collect. Anderson has been her own best defender. And she's done a really good job back there to stop the Cardinals from producing any shots. Fisher heads this one to Grauberger. Now McCormick trying to find some space on the right wing and let herself down there. Hemsley was applying the pressure. Now Hensley. Some nice passing there. Intercepted well by Grauberger. That one blocked by Hayden. Now it finds Kerr. Kerr cuts to her left. On her dominant foot, she'll send in the cross. And Anderson will go and actually just let that one run out for a goal kick. Kevin, what needs to happen for the Cardinals to create a shooting chance here, or a really good chance at goal?
I think what they did when they did the very first kickoff, they committed with speed and numbers forward. And I think that the defense is trapping them so high, it's hard to get those runs free of the goalie.
An arm on this one, and Anderson comes out and collects again. Yeah, and it's just so dangerous. And of course, as time goes on, they'll get into the territory where they need to start committing more numbers forward. But after that goal, the Lansing offense has really opened up and started to connect some really good passes. We just saw it a couple minutes ago, some really good build-up play. And so if you don't have everyone that you need back on defense, as here's going to be a chance. And the shot from Kerr.
That was probably the smoothest chance they've had.
And it fell to Kerr's left foot as well. You couldn't have scripted it any better. She did shoot it on target with some good pace behind it as well. But Anderson once again up to the challenge. But yeah, if the Cardinals wanted to push forward, they could. They just would be putting themselves in danger of giving up a second, and that would be a backbreaker.
Hand. Oh, hand.
So maybe it's better to continue as is for now, but definitely if we're still with this scoreline 10 minutes from now, it will be time to change tactic a bit. No one over on that right wing. Can McCormick catch up to it? She cannot.
Obviously, I'm not, but if I were coaching, I'd leave Anderson and Grauberger back. They have been consistent and powerful, and maybe sub in some young speed and see what you can do at moving the ball forward. But I'm not a high school coach. Not my job.
I can't control like that.
Better one there by Andrews. And then blocks that one with her torso. And this one finds Peterson, and man, something I talked about earlier, her touch letting her down. You would just hope that your main striker would be able to control the ball to her a little better. McCormick does well to flatten that one. Now here's Fisher. And then Cleared away by Woodruff. Peterson might be able to catch up to this one. She will be. And, oh, man, she just overstepped that one. Should have shot that the second she could have, but instead tried to step over it. That has to be the best chance for the Cardinals so far. And it just was a little soft shot, no conviction behind it. Anderson, I'm sure, gratefully picked that one up. Here's another chance, though. Cambria Kerr. And wide of the post. Chances are coming, though.
We turn this side of the field into a shooting gallery. They're hoping to hit that target just once for right now.
Man, that chance missed by Peterson is definitely going to be something they'll look back on if they don't find an equalizer. Because she had a lot of time there to make the decision she wanted. She could have gone for a toe bash or inside foot, outside foot, right foot, left foot. I think maybe she was worried about the defender, and this shot from Erpelding gathered again by Anderson. Absolutely phenomenal day by the junior goalkeeper. And a nice punt to go along with it. Fisher finds Woodruff, finds Kerr. And no one to get on the end of that pass. Out for a goal kick. Actually, we have a corner kick.
They make the corner kick.
Not sure who got the touch on it for the Lions, but doesn't really matter. Referee says Cardinals corner. So the crowd gets into it as they look for the equalizer. If they get it here, there would definitely be sufficient amount of time for them to get that winner in regulation. This one, though, a little mishit by Erpelding. Kerr then heads it, gets a foot on it, trying to send it back towards goal. Erpelding might be able to get to it. Instead, it'll go out for a throw-in off the foot of Riley Frederick. Peterson gets to this one, and a foul called against her. So the chance goes away for the Cardinals. And still that clock keeps ticking. Kerr. Back to her. Oh, a really good ball for Hayden! Hayden! A huge chance for Brett Hayden. And she just couldn't direct it on target. A beautiful ball by Cambria Kerr. And the junior forward, Brett Hayden, just couldn't wrap her foot around it. Sort of was outstretching at that cross and couldn't get it in between the posts. Here's Cambria Kerr once again. She's been playing really inspirational for these last few minutes, trying to get the rest of her team into this one on the attacking side of things. Got a free kick for the Lions.
Take what they give you.
Fisher
Come on.
puts a lot on this one towards Peterson. Will Anderson come to gather? She's going to try. It'll be close. And Anderson picks it up again. She's had a spectacular day. Any ball that is in her vicinity, she is gobbled up towards Peterson. She can't get there. Cardinals throw. 3 changes. Brooks coming back in along with Klobes and Chappelle. So some attacking changes. McCormick, Payton, and Peterson will come out. It's good to see Brooks back out there. She has been very dangerous for the Cardinals so far. She could definitely She's definitely looked likely to be the goal scorer for the Cardinals if there is to be one. Grauberger. And not a bad idea whatsoever as Anderson had to jump up and bring that one down. Cardinals have produced 6 shots on target in this half.
Good
Throw in towards Brooks and Chappelle. But the winner of that one is Melanie Sturmer, the senior defender. And then Chappelle couldn't control that one. Time running out on the Cards. We're getting near that point in the game where I said they might want to change tactics, but it would just be so dangerous because to give up that second goal, you would hate to not have any bit of a chance. You know, the options are 13 minutes of a shot at just continuing how you've been playing to try to grab that goal, or maybe you take a short period of really pushing for it at risk of getting a second goal scored on you, and then however much time is left in the game sort of would become near hopeless. So you'd hate to see that happen, but if it turns into that first goal, they could go right back to how they're playing to make sure they're safe on defense and maybe look towards overtime to find the winner. Just all of the thoughts that will be racing through the mind of Darren Erpelding. And the cross towards Brooks. She's going to get there. And oh my goodness. Another really good ball into the player occupying the right wing spot. Last time it was Brett Hayden. This time it was Jaden Brooks. Juniors number 1 and 2 on the back of their jersey have put near identical chances wide in almost the exact same way. Metcalf's going to come into this game to take over the left back spot. Kerr gets a foot on that one. Cardinals don't have a lot of numbers back at the moment, but a really good stop by Andrews. And then a header by Klobes, who's called offside. I'll try to believe him since he's standing right there, but that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense considering she was surrounded by defenders who were closer to the goal than her.
She may have initiated the play
Right.
from outside in the offside position.
Yes, it's very possible. Like I said, I'll try to believe him. Denny sends this one down. Fisher's going to try to win the race, and she sure will. Look at that play by Elizabeth Fisher. Now off of the throw-in, Fisher once again. She finds Brooks, but that was going to be a tough one to control. She found Erpelding, who sends a long one. Anderson's going to come out for this one, though, and beat Klobes to it. Erpelding, again, just putting too much on it. It's the right idea. Just needs to hit it softer. Easier said than done. Brooks intercepts, but couldn't actually do anything with it. Sturmer is going to take this throw in. 10.5 is all that's left for the Cards. They still trail. Foul called against Music.
Oh my.
She looked like she hit Hensley in the head or something to that effect. Here's Metcalf. Just puts that one out for a throw. It's interesting that the Cardinals have shown no desire to play it back to Fager in those situations. Although, of course, it's dangerous to have a ball heading towards your own goal, but it would be a better way to maintain control of the ball. But in any and all occasions so far on this game where they could have either put it out for a throw or gone back to Fager, they have opted for the throw in to the other team. Klobes is probably going to be offsides here if she catches up to this one. And the flag actually stays down, and then, wow, late flag there. So Anderson finally collects, and then the referee realizes there was an offside call. Not sure why the linesman did that in the way that he did. The fans are now
Right.
complaining about that. Because the linesman waited so long, the center referee didn't see it, and so he had let play continue.
It's not when she touches it.
Physical battle there is won by the Lions, but then Andrews comes in, and now here's Chappelle. Brooks was looking into space, and Chappelle's ball now the only defender between the two of them. And Chappelle couldn't get around her. Now in the single digits for minutes remaining. Maybe we're the problem. Our last game that we saw ended 1-0. That's where we sit now. The Cardinals coming off of a nice win over Tonganoxie against a team with a 4-game losing streak. Here's Brooks and splits the uprights, and she's offside. Fans letting the linesman have it, my word. Don't know how much you guys were able to hear of it. They are not happy with that offsides flag against Brooks. But all of these stoppages in play is just more time off the clock. Do the Cardinals commit more numbers forward? It's got to be about that time, you'd have to think. This one finds its way back to Fisher. And Fisher was rushed into this one, but then recovers and does really nicely with some build-up play, but then gets bumped off the ball. Interesting that the Lions are not trying to just get out of this one with the 1-0. They're not satisfied. They want a second. Might be. They're going with the offense as the best form of defense strategy rather than trying to play around the back and tire out the Cardinals attackers. It's the type of thing where, if it works off, it pays off, you get that second goal, you look like a genius, and if it results in you getting scored against, you're thinking, why in the world did we not just sit back? Here's Harper Andrews. Music tried to find a teammate downfield, and in the end it found Grauberger, but she then couldn't find a fellow Cardinal. A lot of back and forth opponent to opponent play right now. A Lion touches it, a Cardinal touches it, a Lion touches it, a Cardinal touches it. Finally 2 touches in a row for the Lions, but Fager will step up and clear that one. Honestly, that first time clearance was probably a better kick than she would have produced on the drop kick, just having seen her clearance kicks today. Cardinals not really committing much more forward than they have been all day long. So they would be opting for the making every second matter. And here's a chance for Brooks, and now Grauberger. She'll want to shoot, but something is called against her, maybe a handball. Grauberger, as she's running back to her position, taps her chest, says, my bad. Five minutes left. The Cardinals dominated the play in the first half and have dominated the chances in the second. There's only been one shot this entire half for Lansing, and it was off target. Meanwhile, the Cardinals can't stop shooting it on target, but Anderson has been a brick wall back there. And here Brooks tries to get around her defender, and Anya Anderson gathers again. Impenetrable. If she comes away with a clean sheet, she will absolutely have earned it. But the Cardinals hoping that will not be the case. Her in a battle here. Cleared by Andrews. Now Grauberger. Here's Brooks. They need some more runs downfield. They don't really have many attackers up, but a great ball for Cloves. Cloves will catch up to it. She's got 3 in the middle if she can cross. She waited a little too long, but now what? She still has a chance and then gets tackled, so it'll be a Cardinals throw. Man, if Cloves could have sent in a first-time cross there. She had Chappelle, Brooks, and Erpelding all in the box. Here's a throw back to Music. Grauberger was lining up the shot, but wasn't really going to sit for her. Fisher sends it towards Erpelding. Erpelding couldn't jump up to it, and Anderson grabs. Anderson taking her time. Jumps over the head of her striker, so Music is able to intercept. Music then plays a nice pass to Erpelding. Tried to do a first-time ball for Kerr, and now it'll come to Kerr. And then Kerr, committed a foul. Under other circumstances, that could even be a card. I'm a little surprised it isn't. Kerr was pretty careless with that one. And what that means is more time off the clock, and now the ball back in the Cardinals side of the field, but only for a moment. Fisher bombs that one downfield. It'll be a Cardinal throw and a chance for them to send numbers forward if they want to. Although there's not much urgency. With 125 seconds left, the cross from Kerr is blocked. Grauberger. Still Grauberger. And now Erpelding. Erpelding, with I think a shot. And now Chappelle. And gathered by Anderson. Maybe 2 or 3 more possessions for the Cardinals. With 90 seconds left. How do they want to play these last 90 seconds? How aggressive do they want to be? You'd think it would have to hit the point eventually where you think we don't need to leave defenders back, and that's actually going to be a free kick to the Lions. So more time will run off. 60 seconds left. The ball on the wrong side of the field for the Cardinals. Can Fisher get a foot in and try to clear as she's done all day long? Instead, it's going to be maybe a chance for the Lions. Music got it away, and now Fager will come and grab. She wants to get rid of it quickly. A nice ball from her. Actually, a great ball by Fager. It really was. Headed by Kerr. Brooks tries to get to it. 25 seconds. The ball hanging up in the air. Now down to Erpelding. Erpelding with a great ball to Kerr. Kerr has Grauberger and Brooks in the middle. She sends it into Brooks, and it's cleared. There will be a corner kick if the Cardinals move quick enough to take it. Not much urgency for the Cardinals. Will they still get to take this corner? I don't know. It is full time. Why no urgency on the corner? I couldn't tell you. The Cardinals will lose this game. And it will continue in games they score, they win. And when they don't, they lose. As they get shut out in this game despite a really solid offensive performance. A 1-0 score. A goal conceded from a corner kick around halfway through the first half sees them fall to the visiting Lions. The Lions go to 2-6. The Cardinals fall to 3-4. We'll take a break here, and when we're back, we will have some post-game analysis for you.
State coordinates of new land acquisition Oh, well, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Anthony Brown in Eudora today at 785-615-0516.
Just like the Cardinals are striving for success, Kaw Valley State Bank's mission is your success. At Kaw Valley State Bank, they provide the best, most efficient, courteous, and professional banking services possible. And at Kaw Valley, they recognize that the customer and their satisfaction is the most important ingredient to growing their community, with all the services you've come to expect from the hometown partner you deserve. Kaw Valley State Bank, online at kvsb.com, a proud supporter of Eudora Schools.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
More time before you wake up in the wild.
Our natural world needs us now. Step by step, side by side, together, we can find a way to ensure that all life on Earth can thrive. To learn more about how you can help protect and conserve nature, visit nature.org.
Welcome in here to the post-game show from Anthony Brown at Farm Bureau Financial. Anthony's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plans for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 101 West 10th Suite A in Eudora or call 785-615-0516. So we are wrapping up a tough loss here for the Lady Cardinals. One where they will definitely come away looking back on a lot of different moments thinking, man, I wish I could have another chance at that one. There was the one by Peterson where she just sort of stepped over it wrong and then hit it softly with her left. The two beautiful crosses by Kerr to Brooks and then Hayden, Hayden and then Brooks that just they ended up hitting wide off to the right. And there were a lot of other chances in throughout the whole game.
That Lansing did score. If the defense had been more robust in front of the net, you had a better chance to stop it.
Yeah, or Fager, she could have picked that one up. All these different things. They'll look back and just think, man, the little things could have gone just slightly different. And this game could have been not even just a win for the Cardinals, like a 3 or 4-0 win for the Cardinals. That second half, they had very prolific output. The first half, they had 5 shots. I think it was 1 or 2 on target. They come away in this game with 18 shots, 8 on target, but nothing really actually tested Anderson. The two that tested her the most were like lofted ones that were coming down from the sky because she at least had to get off her feet to save them. But Anya Anderson was ridiculous back in her goal. Her defenders actually weren't helping her a whole lot, though. I think if that was actually their intentions, is the only way that you're going to beat us is a long ball, and if you send a long ball, you probably don't actually catch up to it, then that's exactly what worked. Whether or not they meant it, that's how it played out. And the Cardinals would try to send their attackers through, and Anderson would say, nuh-uh, just run out to the edge of her box and gather before anything could actually break for the Cardinals. And their hearts are what were broken tonight as they fall 1-0 to the Lansing Lions off of the corner kick goal. Just a tough night, really is.
Well, and at least that was a pretty goal. Well centered, beautiful head right into the net. Difficult for a keeper to stop on her own. You would have needed much more defenders or a much more aggressive goalie, which is just not the way that Fager plays.
Yeah, no, Williams did amazingly well to right in front of that goal have the idea to chip it up. Whether it was totally intentional or not is how it played out. She hit it leaving her feet, and so it just gave it the elevation over the head of Fager, and it was a beautiful goal, absolutely. So they fall to 3-4. I mentioned it in the intro to the game that had they won today, it would have been the first time they'd have a winning record since the 2021 season, which was a winning season. They ended 10-7 that year, but instead they fall to 3-4. So now they'd have to win a couple more to potentially have that winning record. Their next game is in 3 days. They'll be playing against Spring Hill in Spring Hill. Do you have any more analysis on that game there?
A lot of coachable moments. A lot of things a coach can build on. A lot of good moments. The beautiful crosses from Kerr, the opportunities Fisher with the driving out of the backfield. Things you can build on, things you can coach, moments to improve on.
And you know what? We saw offense. We absolutely saw offense. I said last game, and I absolutely stand by it, that the worst way to lose is by having phenomenal defense and no offense, because then you come away thinking, man, if we just could do literally anything on offense, we would win this game. That is not how the Cardinals were here. They had very solid defense and really, really good offense to go along with it. It's all just about putting those shots on target, which you can that's something you can absolutely work on, is just get those shots on target. That's something you can do with reps and with time and with ideas of which positions you want to shoot in and which ones you want to pass in. And so, coachable moments, but a lot of positives as the Cardinals have been experiencing winning recently, but they do not do that tonight. I don't know if we can give out a play of the game, but we can definitely go for a player of the game. And if it's not going to be Anya Anderson for the other team, which it won't be, but it almost feels like it should be, it'll have to be Cambria Kerr. I think that she was really good on all parts of the field. She started the game at left back and then was relied on more as a midfielder after the concession of the goal. And she was just all over the place. I said it in the break. It might be a little mean, but if she could pass to herself, there would have been maybe 2 goals in that game. But she was just making some beautiful plays and was all over the place. Her corner kicks were dangerous. Her defense was good. She was playing physically. It's a really good game from Cambria Kerr, who, even though they won't get the win today, she will still come away with the Barbed Wire Barbecue Who's Smoking Player of the Game. Be the MVP at your next watch party with Barbed Wire Smoking Game Day deals. Packs start at $35 and feed 4, or the biggest pack feeds 8 for $90. Pre-order now by visiting them at barbedwirebarbecue.com or call 785-856-0877. We'll take one more break here, and when we're back, we'll tell you what's next on Eudora Sports Live, and then we will wrap this one up.
Dad, you need to go.
Really?
It's important.
I feel fine.
Look, you cannot mess around with this kind of stuff. Some cancers, man, we just don't want to lose you from something we could have caught.
What I need to do?
You just give your doctor a call. They'll tell you what screening test you need.
Fine. Can I have my pie now? Oh, man.
High-quality foods, friendly service, great prices, and a connection to the community that is unsurpassed. That's Jean's Heartland Foods in Eudora. Family-owned, Jean's Heartland Foods offers a convenient one-stop shop, delivering the everyday essentials you need to specialty items from around the world. Jean's friendly staff is here to help you find exactly what you're looking for. You have options when it comes to feeding your family. Choose to support local. Choose Gene's Heartland Foods, 1402 Church Street in Eudora, or online at heartlandfoodstores.com. Your home is your sanctuary, and it deserves to look its best. Whether you're looking to update your interior, spruce up your exterior, or give your cabinets a fresh look, trusted residential house painters Absolute Painting are here to help. At Absolute Painting, they specialize in providing top-notch home painting services to homeowners just like you. Their team of professionals have years of experience and the skills necessary to transform your home into a beautiful, welcoming space. Call for a free quote today. Absolute Painting, where quality is absolute.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
All right, welcome back for the final time here. Realized one thing I missed. It's been a little bit since we did a Eudora game. I forgot to do our presenting sponsor. So this broadcast has been presented to you by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. And what is next up here on Eudora Sports Live is we will be back tomorrow. Kevin and I will be with you for the baseball game. It'll be a boys' baseball game. We will, it'll be our first time calling baseball for Eudora Sports Live. That'll be a lot of fun. I've been calling a lot of baseball up at my school of Johnson County Community College, where they are one of the top-ranked teams in the country. So I've got experience with it, don't worry. But it will be the first time that we're doing it on this channel of Varsity Sports Live. So that is about it. Thank you so much for spending the time with us here tonight. As always, go Cardinals, and have a good night.